Hi friends, this is Gail O'Neill, and I teach stamping. I hope you enjoy. So what's a peekaboo card? Peekaboo slider, I should say. So here's one that I did, and I'll open it up, and when you slide it, you get another little surprise. Here's another one. And this was, if you remember, I did this on another live and said I would add it to some card. Well, here it is. So here this one is, and when I open it up, there it is. Except for my little boo-boos here, because I had so much on my desk that I was a little messy. So let me show you. This piece here, the original directions that I got, said the card should be at 10.5. Tonight I'm doing it at 11, and it'll bring it a little bit closer to the edge. Either that to finish it off, or I was thinking you could add another piece to the back of this that would come over so that it would cover that back and cover anything that you might color. But I think this is going to work. So we're using You've Got Style, and this is the card that I came up with. Making one change, that's going to be vanilla, because I don't know what I was thinking. Everything else is vanilla, but this is this card, and that's the one we're going to be doing tonight. And you could make this one actually Christmas if you wanted to. You know, you could add a little bit more red in there. Well, there's plenty of red in the background, but you could put Merry Christmas somewhere. But I've made so many Christmas cards that it's just a little bit nutso. Okay, so the two pieces you need is your base 5.5 by 11. And then the other piece you need is 5.5 by 6. And we're going to go ahead and score them. So on the 5.5 by 11 piece, oh, where's my little score person there? You're going to take, and hopefully this is in, yes it is. Okay, so you're going to score it at 3.5 and at 7. Just like that. Easy peasy so far. Then this one, you're going to take and score it at 4.25. And that's all the scoring that is needed. So then you're going to take and fold this one over. And you want to make sure that is burnished well. And then this one you're going to fold like a Z. So I'm folding that one under and this one over. And again, you want to burnish it. Because you want it to be flat. Hi, Judy. Okay, so now what you want is your edges. Let me just make sure I'm right. Okay, your edges going this way, so you want them to the left. And this piece is going to come over like this. So you've got your Z like that. And then this piece, so this is going to be like inside there. So when that's glued, that's going to slide over. So let's go ahead and glue that down. And I'm going to use, let's see, my fast fuse. And I'm just going to get it all around the edges. And you want to try not to get it like all the way to the edge, because you glue your card together. And then you have to do a lot of glue erasing. Been there, done that. Okay. And then you carefully, let's make sure I'm in the right direction again. Okay. So you carefully just want to put this card down and glue that down flat. I'm a little crooked. Story of my life. Okay, so hold it. Okay, that goes in. Whew, I thought I did it wrong. So you can already see that the mechanism inside is working. So then what you want to do, you can see where I'm a little off right there, is I made a template. And that's 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. So how I made the template was just going and looking at where that piece, you know, goes to. And it was, you know, a little bit of trial and error. But that's the hardest part of this whole card, is doing the template so you know that you're in the right spot. And then a pencil. So I'm going to draw right inside there. Whoa! Oh, it's my template, so I'm okay. Then I take a circle punch. And you're going to punch right through those two pieces. Ta-da! Alright. So now you've got that piece there, but there's nothing there. You don't want to go through 3 pieces. So again, you're going to take your pencil and you're going to draw another little circle there. Then you want to make sure that this piece is out of the way and go in and cut that one. And just get it lined up right and punch. So now I would have that peekaboo, and you can see that card slides right through there. So I've already taken, this is Poppy Parade, and of course now I have to get that circle there. So I'm going to take a little bit of temporary tape. If you don't have temporary tape, then just take your snail and put some down and then make it so it's not sticky, that sticky. So put this exactly where you want it. And please stick. I might have to use the snail. Ta-da! Okay, then you're going to turn it. Oh no, it doesn't want to stick. All right, I'm using the snail. And I'm not even going to unstick it because it's going to get covered anyway if it tears a little bit. Okay, so now you want to get everything out of the way in that direction. Oh, you know what? Let me do it the same way. I'm going to take and draw the circle instead of going through it. Didn't tear. Okay. So we're going to take and punch that little baby out. And there's no erasing because if you look close, because you're drawing inside that circle, it's in a little bit. So then when you punch, you're punching outside that circle. Okay. So we've got that. So now I'm going to take, and I think I'm going to do this with liquid glue because it's a little bit easier. And I'm going to get this part of it ready, and then we're going to do our stamping and coloring. And I probably could have used my regular, but this was handy. This is the one that I used for real fine. And there's a bubble. Okay. So we're going to put that there. So line it up with your circle, and it should be perfect. So let's see what I put where. Alright, so the cat is going to go on that piece there. So again, you're going to move your card over. First, you're going to use your pencil again. And I just did a little line on top and a little line on bottom. Then move everything aside. And I'm going to take the little kitty cat with Memento. And I'm going to stamp her right there. And then you can take and erase that pencil mark and the one on the bottom. So then, flip everything back over. And the kitty cat's going to be right there. Now right through here, because it's a small stamp, I don't have to move anything. I just want to make sure it's right. Yep. And stamp that right in there. You've got style. Alright, so we're going to move this to the side for the moment. And I'm going to take on a piece of scrap, and I'm going to stamp my lady. Love her. I think I need a mink so I can look like her. So, so then, let me move that out of the way. I'm going to bring in some of my blends. And it's pretty fast coloring. I really didn't do major blending. So I did her face with light petal pink. And you got to go inside her glasses because you would see right through there. Her upper lip, her ear. And then you can go back and put a little bit of shading using the same color. A little bit under her nose, a little bit on top of her eyes. Okay, then I'm taking the light soft suede and the dark soft suede, and then I'm also going to be using light crumb cake on her mink. So I did a lot of it, so I'm going to use the brush end. And she also gets cut out, so if you do go out of the line a little bit, it's not a horrible thing. Okay, so we'll start with that part. Then I brought in the dark. So you know she needs a little bit of shading under her arm, under the cuffs. So that arm is basically really shaded under there. And then quickly just go down, the lines that they have for you. And then, no, I'm going to wait on the hat. So then you want to go back, and I'm going to blend it with this part, the bullet. And remember, it always dries a little bit lighter. I just love how I did the her cuffs and her collar to make it a little bit different shade. Okay, so I took again the light and I went over her cuff. Oh, I have to go back with the pink too, because I forgot her hands and her legs. So I want you to see the magic that happens when I do her collar and cuffs. And I may as well do this too, because that gets it too. Okay, so watch this magic. So now I'm taking, after I use those two shades, I am taking the light crumb cake onto the light. And this is going to kind of bleach it out, and it makes it kind of spotty. I like to do this for like shading under things also. I'll do that with the grays, but then I'll use the color lifter to do this. But anytime you use a lighter shade, it's going to kind of lift that color and give it like a texture. So you can do it in a shaded way if you just wanted to put shading in there. But I wanted the whole thing to get this look to it. And can you see that getting lighter? It's kind of cool. Okay, so I'm going to go back with the light, which is this one, and do her hat. Then add a little bit of dark. And I'm just going to do the sides and let that blend right there. Okay, and then I'll do her shoes with the light. I'm not even going to shade them. All right, so we have to go back and do the rest of her skin tone. And I just think this petal pink works so well. I think I just whistled on my sew. And again, I'm not even shading. It's not always necessary. I think she looks really good. It's like heck with that technical stuff. We'll make her earrings red. And then she does have a little bit of hair there, so I'm just going to come in with the gray, the light gray, and just add that. And then I forgot a yellow. So we're going to take that champagne glass and just put a little color in there. I don't know, they made the glass weird in this. So I'm going to leave the rest of it plain, or maybe I'll bring in a lighter, even a lighter one, this one, and add a little bit of color. Oh, and her, I guess her rings need to be done with something. Okay, so basically, whoa, it hit the floor. We'll get that later. Okay, so she's done. Now we have to do the kitty cat. And I do have to stamp it again. I forgot I have to stamp it twice. So I stamped it a little bit higher there. And I already stamped it on that, so I'm done with kitty. And again, I didn't do a lot of shading on this. It was just quick coloring. In some spots you just want to like touch it to it, because if you don't, it's going to bleed out. So this is all with the light. And you can either, like if you want her to be lighter, you could come in with the color lifter, or just add a little bit of dark, which is what I'm doing, and just in a couple spaces. Whoops, not getting crazy. So like around the leg, inside the leg there, around there, and that's about it. And then come back and just blend that a little bit. Like, who wants to make themselves crazy when you're coloring, right? Okay, then a little bit of red in the collar. And we could do a pink nose, but I think I'll do the light black for the nose. That's quite the nose. Okay. And then somewhere I already have it done. I have her already cut out. I was a little ahead of... Okay, and then I did the kitty cat and cut it so that it could lay, you know, right there. I mean, you could do it over. So we'll grab this back. And then I cut a piece of black, and this was 1 inch. So we're just going to put that down. Oh, I still have to do the inside kitty cat color. So this is 1 by 4. And then the copper foil. And just put that down. And we'll put her down. And you could raise her, but I didn't think it was really necessary. Stay. You want to shake? Wrong hand. Okay. And then this you would just cut. And I wanted to stick it under a little bit. Okay. So I did leave enough room. I don't know, I just didn't want to cut the cat out totally. So I made it like, he's kind of looking out some kind of window or something. She's celebrating her kitty. Okay, so the only thing we have left, and we're going to do that real fast, but move everything over. And then just quickly color your kitty inside. And of course, it's like whatever you want to put. You know, you can put words in both. I know you guys can come up with some awesome ideas for this card. You just have to look at your sets and see what you got, what you want to do. Okay, so let's do the nose. And I will save, well, I may as well do it. I'm here, right? We're here. So let me add a little bit of shading. Just like I did the other one. And then just a little bit, whoops, wrong one. That's the black. That wouldn't have looked too good. And then just blend that in a little bit. You could even put some pink on the cheeks if you wanted to. Okay, so now we're going to flip everything back over. And, oh, what did I forget? I forgot the inside. And the inside also has, hope your birthday is as bubbly as you are. I knew it looked kind of funny. So let's put that in there. Now we're done. So there we go. And that back, it doesn't go all the way to the end, but at least it covers up where you've colored. So I like my measurement a little bit better. Would have been more perfect if I scored it straight so that piece wasn't sticking out. But that can be fixed too by just like moving it all over, and I'll do it later, and then forcing it back over that way. So let me bring everything back. And we had these three. So again, I'll show you this one quickly. Sending good tidings of comfort and joy. And then our mermaid, have a magical birthday. And the other mermaid inside. So we'll put her in the middle. And here were the 3 peekaboo cards. And I hope you enjoyed tonight. And I will post all the dimensions like I did the last time. And it'll be there for you to try. And I want to see what you guys do. Like, please post it to me. And I will see you on Wednesday. Bye-bye. Good night.